It's Wednesday, August 15, 2026. It's about 3:15 in the afternoon. Take you for another little tour of my basement finish and start out with the same disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It's not meant for any type of advice whatsoever. Don't assume that I know what I'm doing. So I finished all the electrical. I finished all of the insulation. And we started another drywall. We rented one of those drywall hoist jacks. I just finished returning that. I'm using this Type X fire rated drywall. It's 5/8 inch thick and it's heavy. I did not want to try to hold this stuff over my head while I'm putting it up on the ceiling. We rented it. We did it a whole day. My son and I were up to like midnight last night. We started in the afternoon. We got back maybe around 3 o'clock with the hoist jack. We had done a little bit of prep work prior to that. So here's the hallway. We got the ceiling in place. I think I don't remember if I'd shown you when all the insulation was done or just part of the insulation was done. So we'll have a look at that. I got a mistake here. I don't know if the wall was off or something when I was marking my line. So I'm going to have to cut that out and put another strip in to make that tighter, but I don't need a hoist jack for that. You can see I got a part here that tore some of the fits were tighter than I wanted, and I think that's because the 2x4s aren't the straightest, most perfect thing in the world. They may be bowed in sections, and so when I took a measurement, it's not necessarily consistent all the way through, even though I did use my level to try to make sure all my walls were square and plumb, and I created all my reference lines and used a laser level. But okay, well, that's the way it goes. So we'll walk on through the hallway here and see the progress that we're making in the rec room. So I did go around with some spray foam to fill the holes where I ran the electrical through. So I don't remember if I had shown when I had that branch of the circuit coming around with all the receptacles and the light in the closet. And now you can see I got all the lights in the ceiling, in the storage room, and in the room here. So just about have all of the drywall up and the ceiling here. You can see most of this. We got a strip here that we got to fill in. And we've got all of the closet to do still. We got the ceiling in there. Got most of the soffit done, but got a tiny bit left on there for the ceiling. And then see that we had to create this kind of soffit over there. And we got a little soffit that we had to create there. And then a tiny little piece over here as well. So pretty darn close to having the ceiling done, and then we'll have to hit the wall. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get my son to agree to finish up the ceiling with me today. I don't know if he'll have enough motivation or energy to start hitting any of the walls, but it'll be pretty good to get this ceiling done. And like I said, we did whatever we could do with that hoist jack. This other remaining stuff, it wouldn't really do us any good, and I don't think it's much good on the walls either. Maybe I'll show you what I do on the walls. I saw a trick that somebody did that you take some 2x4s and you make like a little cleat that you temporarily fasten onto the stud wall, and you put another little one on there so it kind of can swing around and hold that in place. So I think we're going to do that with the walls here. I'm going to put the top panel on first. These are not 8-foot ceilings, so I'm going to have to be trimming a panel anyway. So I think I'll get the top in place, and then I'll measure what I need to do to get it to the bottom. So that's where I'm at right now, and making progress here. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun.